Hello everybody and welcome back to the Zcraft Season 5 server. My name's Ermal and I am going to tell you all about Relic Run Season 2. Alright, so if you played Season 1, it's pretty much the same. There's a lot of the same rules. There's a few different things. I'll get to those in a second. But if you're new to Relic Run, I'm going to start from the beginning. Start from the first thing you need to do, and that is to come to this pit. It looks like it's like a sad face when you look at it from the Zcraft map and you're looking straight down. I did not do that on purpose. I don't like sad faces. Unless it's my kids, then I want them to be in tears all the time. You need to come and pick a nook or a cubby, or I don't know what these things should be called. Feel free to decorate it. You can see Corone did not decorate, but other people did, and that's fine. Do what you want to do. There's a few down here, right here. Oh no, that's a potato. Aha! That haven't been claimed. Maybe there's just one that hasn't been claimed, but there was a couple. Double check. If you need more space than that, like if we actually get that many players, then I don't know. I'll figure something out. We'll make more cubbies somewhere. We'll make it work. Again, feel free to decorate your area if you choose to. I will be delivering keys to these barrels at some prescribed time. I think in Season 1 I did Monday and Friday, ? I don't remember stuff. I think that's what I did, and then I'm going to do the same thing this season. I will go to each barrel that's got a name. I will put the keys in the barrel. The barrel is also the place where you will show your collectibles, because this game is really modeled after Decked Out. Tango's Decked Out game, Hermitcraft Season 7. I think that's right. And so yeah, you have collectibles, but instead of having big item frames that are laggy, the admins weren't very happy. So we went ahead and just said, well, everything has to be displayed in a barrel. And the collectibles will have these are the old relics from last season, so these will all be gone in a second. But the collectibles will say common, uncommon, rare, or epic as the first word, and dash, and then the collectible set name. Okay, oh, it's getting dark. That's fine. It's Woolly World. Nothing bad's going to happen to me. All right, so now you got your key. You put your name here. I put the keys in. You came and you took the key out. You say, okay, I want to run Relic Run. I am ready. I got my key. Let's go do this. Nice little front door. The first thing you should check as you come into the gate here is that no one's already in it. If someone's in the maze, you will see these lit up. There's a little sign that reminds you if lights are on, then someone's in the dungeon. If someone's in the dungeon and you try to use your key, it might eat your key and you might not get it back. There's a bug. I can't seem to figure out why it does that sometimes. Most of the time, it just won't let you do it. But sometimes it will eat your key and you'll have to text me and say, hey, please come fix the game. But you can avoid that by just making sure no one's in there. So, yep, looks like it's clear to go. I can put my key in there. Are we ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Or for like Corrales, stretch, 2, 3, stretch, 2, 3. Okay. All right, and then we go. Once you're into this little like prepared room, like this is where you get ready to go. The game doesn't start until you step on that pressure plate. That one right there. So you have time. Don't be in a rush. Like, okay, I'm in. I'm definitely the one running this. No one else is in front of me. Let me put all my gear away. I'm going to go ahead and put all my gear away. Do I have any? Oh, I have boots. Let's put my boots away. All right, let's set your spawn. Oh, it's nighttime. That's right. Sleep if you want to. You don't have to. Doesn't matter. Okay, now I'm ready. And I can read the instructions because I might forget the instructions. Step 1, set your spawn into your inventory. Oh, yeah, good. I did that. Pressure plate starts the dungeon and run the maze. All right, so then you will run the maze. And that little sign, did you remove all your gear? So as I step on this, the 15-minute timer starts, and the skellies appear in 15 minutes. Yeah, if you see, this is gravel that can fall and expose something. Yeah, think about it. guarding the entrance. So you want to be back in 15. I'm going to go ahead and run in there a little bit. I'm not going to run the maze because I don't want to give anything away. But I'll just go ahead and show you. Ooh, this is the first room you'll see. The first room you see kind of looks like it should be the last room you see. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, and then you go someplace. Go do your stuff. Try to get buttons. Press buttons. Press buttons. Get more relics. If you die while you're in the maze, that's fine. You will just come back to your bed. If you survive, and maybe you're here before the skellies are out, that's great, because that means you can come back in here. Once you're back in here, then you will say, I'm done with the maze. Whether you died, you can't go back in. I mean, physically, you can walk back in. I guess there's nothing stopping you from cheating. Cheater, cheat face. But you shouldn't. So if you die, you're like, oh, dang. I'm going to hit the button because now my run's over. Every button I pressed will give me a piece of loot. I shouldn't use the word loot because those are still collectibles. Will give me a relic or some object. I actually didn't press any buttons, as you saw. That was a pretty boring run. The hopper is here because I don't want things despawning. Just don't forget, because now sometimes people forget and they leave stuff in the hopper. So I don't know how to make that work better. Put a chest, maybe? I don't know. You stand here, all your loot comes falling on your face. Get all your gear. I just took this gear off, and I gotta put it all back on. Okay, but you notice, I am locked in here. No, you're not. This button will always be able to open this door. And I can go. It doesn't stay open for very long. All right, so I ran my maze. All was awesome. And now I'm going to have some relics. And those relics are going to help me get deeper into the maze. Or I might have some coins, which I can use at the shop here. Or I might have some loot wands. So let's talk about each of those in order. Let's go ahead and start with the Relic Run coins. Here is the shopping center. For 1 coin, you may get a snack. So there's no taking any food into the dungeon except for approved snacks, such as things that start with the phrase Relic Run. Then you can take that into the maze. Here are some relics. A roulette ball, fire wings, beach towel. That will cost you 2 coins per relic. These relics, I'm going to go ahead and just grab one. This is the wrong relic for this dropper, but it's a good example of what you do. You will see droppers with buttons on them throughout the dungeon. That means that is a relic station. That means you can do something there. Put your relic in, press the button. If it is the correct relic, it eats your relic, yum, 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 and it does something that's beneficial. All of the relics are helpful. There's nothing that will do something bad for you. If it's the wrong relic, like this is clearly not the right thing, this one's a key, then it won't take it at all. So don't feel afraid to just try it. So if I have this relic, I don't know where it goes, let me just try it until I find the spot where it goes. And then it will do something helpful. It's a nice beach towel, though. For 5 coins per relic, you can get some ghost stairs, an entry badge, or a flange. But the most expensive stuff, maybe it's the most important stuff. I'll let you decide. For 8 coins per relic, you can get a lucky rock, a handful of buttons, or a 404 no entry. Those are the relics. So you may have gotten some relics from the buttons you pressed. Great, now you don't have to buy them. You don't have to display your relics if you do not want to. You can put them anywhere you want. Your barrels, though, you must display your collectibles. Well, what's a collectible? Well, let's say I get a loot wand, which I just magically happen to have here in my hand. It looks an awful lot like a stick, and that is because I'm a cheapskate, and the most valuable thing in the game is going to be a stick because I can get lots of them. Okay, you take your loot wand. Loot wand. And say, I want my collectible. Collectible is how I win the game. I need my collectibles. I come to this little station here, put in my loot wand, press my button. Same sort of dropper button thing. If it's the wrong thing, it won't let you do something. It can take a while for this to appear. This one wasn't too bad. Yay! I got an uncommon from the Dollies set. Okay, so now I got my collectible. Do one at a time. So let's say you got like 3 loot wands or something because you did something awesome. Just do one at a time. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. And then now I'm going to go over here to my barrel. This is not my barrel. I am not this person, but I would then put it in here so everybody can see. I have the uncommon Dollies. You can only have 9 collectibles at a time. All collectibles start with the phrase common, uncommon, rare, or epic. You can only have 9 at a time. If you are getting a lot of collectibles, then feel free to trade. Maybe I trade 2 for 1 because someone else isn't getting as many. And you can go look at everybody's collectibles and say, wow, these people have, oh, that's the collectible that I need. Let me ask this person, hey, Nitwick, can I trade your this thing for my that thing? And, make a deal and maybe sweeten the pot. Please try to trade for only in-game items. Don't like, oh, I will give you all my diamonds or whatever. It just keeps it a little bit fair. When you have a full set, come over here. This is where you put your full set in. You say, but yeah, I'm not going to know who dropped that set off. So this is where you would say, Hermal dropped off the Dolly's set. This is not the full set. I only have one, but this is just for showing purposes. I would put all 4 of my collectibles in there that match the set and that gets sorted, and then I will manually look at those and update the scoreboard. The scoreboard is over here. You can see that in Season 1, these are the people that got points. There were 7 people that scored at least 1 point. And there was a tie at the end of the season. So we had go find a bunch of Ermal heads scattered throughout the dungeon race. It was kind of fun. And Young Gun ended up winning Season 1 through that method. So I put his face up there. Maybe the winner of Season 2 will go right there. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't made decisions yet. I can't commit to things. And then for those of you that played last season, what are the changes this coming season? Last season, I made sure everybody knew that there were 12 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. This season, maybe the number's different, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say how many buttons are in there. But trying to get them all. Trying to get as many as possible. And the buttons might move. Every couple weeks, I'm thinking I might go in there, change up where some of the buttons are. I made some areas that would be good to do that. So be ready to have that. I will put in Discord when that happens so that you'll know your next run might have some of them moved. I'm not going to move them all, but there might be some. It's going to be more dangerous. I've redone quite a bit of the dungeon. In Season 1, you probably had your favorite path. That path does not exist. I'm sure I've changed enough of it that will not happen. So you'll have to learn some new paths. You'll see some things that are the same. You'll see some things that are different. So just be ready for that. Okay. And then the last thing is I want to make sure I say thanks to where thanks is due. I want to say thank you to people who helped build, who helped design, who helped name. If you go into the place where we store all the employees, you can go down to names here. And thank you for everybody who supported it. In Discord, I said, hey, I'm putting some new rooms in. What are some themes? I took the top 4. And I was able to build a room for all 4 of them. So thank you to those folks for help. There you'll see Dinoz's Dainty Aquarium. You'll see Big Phil's Hobbit Hole. John Hovis's Jungle Base. And you'll see Jake's, I don't know how to say his name, Jacob Low. I will just say Jake's ship room. And Jake actually built the ship himself. So thanks to you for that, Jake. And I just want to make sure everybody knows that I like big boats and I cannot lie. And there's a tune here that I don't know the words to. But it's Jake's ship and it's hip. And okay, I'll stop. All right. Chat with y'all later. Bye.